In this video, traders, we're talking about dealing with anger in our trading. Stay tuned. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining me. All right, so you'll excuse me if my alarm goes off. I have a few alerts set on. Market seems to be in a little bit of a free fall mode at the moment. Not going crazy yet, but pretty deep. We had a minus 1,000 tick before, which I bought, and I've got that away, and now I'm just trying to just see what's going to happen. So great time to do a video. Anyway, I've got an alert set for a lot lower. If the alarm goes off, then we'll be redoing the video. Anyway, talk about dealing with anger. So yesterday I was in a trade, and although it wasn't a trade yet, I'd planned this trade out, and it was an opening drive trade, and I missed the trade. And I was, some reason, super frustrated with missing this trade. And listen guys, it happens to all of us. We get frustrated, we get annoyed. And for whatever reason, this one particular trade, I felt that the opportunity was there, it was ripe. But I just didn't take it because I was just a little bit cautious. It was a short side trade. We're very, very bullish in the market, all sorts of reasons, and it didn't quite set up right. Like it could beat myself up too much about it. The point is, forget about that. The point is, for some reason, that really annoyed me. And I was like, listen, this is a good trade. You've missed this trade. And why have you missed this trade? And the issue you've got, and this would happen to me many years ago, 10 years ago, I would have done this. I would have let that ruin my day, and I would probably have dug a stupid hole for myself in the trading day. I would have probably gone, okay, well, it doesn't matter, and get another trade, and looked immediately for another trade. Whereas now, very rare for me to get too annoyed at the market anyway, because I know that there's plentiful opportunity. I know that there's lots of stuff going on, not a problem. But hey, we're all human, and from time to time, we're going to get frustrated for taking a trade. Maybe we come out just as it starts to go, all sorts of things. We know what happens in the markets, and it can be frustrating and make you angry. And I just thought to myself, right, early part of the day, would make no sense to do any more trade. You've got a couple more trade ideas that may come into fruition in the next hour or so. Go away, walk around a bit, calm down, relax. And listen, I'm not going crazy and angry and putting holes through the wall angry. This is just recognizing that the emotions are elevated, which is why it's so key, guys, to be emotionally aware. Recognizing that, hey, I'm a little bit annoyed at missing this trade. I'm a little bit angry that I didn't get on this trade. It was a quick 40-point trade. It would set you up nicely. It was everything was right for whatever reason you didn't take it. Let's not dwell on why now. We can reassess that and analyze later. It might have been something very valid, in which case you don't need to feel angry and upset about it, annoyed about it. It might be something that's not valid, and it might be something else you need to address. So it might just be a mistake. We'll worry about that later when we do our journal and we do our review. But for now, your job is to, one, recognize that you have an elevated emotion, frustration, anger, whatever. Do whatever you need to do to calm it, catch it, and then just relax it. So my example, recognize I was a little bit frustrated and annoyed by it, went away for a stroll, came back, and absolutely fine. It ended up being an okay day, nothing spectacular, okay day, green day, fine. But I know 10 years ago, maybe longer ago, I would have let that determine the outcome of my trading day. You know, the anger or frustration or whatever emotion would have then taken control over my subsequent trades. And more than likely, I'd have made a poor trade, and that made me more annoyed. Then I made another poor trade, made me more annoyed. I looked at my P&L and got more annoyed. You know the score. You have probably been there. You know this. This is how this works, guys. So look for the emotion. Recognize the emotion and do what you need to do to adjust it. And the good thing is, if you can get tactical with it, however long you're trading for, you will always recognize, hey, you know what? I'm not feeling right about this. I'm just a bit frustrated about the market. I feel like I missed a few things, or I feel this. Let me just go and reset, come back. And it's just such a game changer. It means you don't have those horrible, catastrophic losing days anymore. They're gone. Do you have losing days? Of course you do, but you don't dig massive holes for yourself out of anger or frustration trading on tilt. Because whilst you still feel those emotions, you recognize how to manage them, how to spot them, and what you need to do to come back and be clear about it. And just to point out, guys, everyone experiences to some degree or another As you get more experience, it's less and less, but you can't suddenly go, I don't want to experience these emotions, because we're humans. We just every so often, we'll see something that makes us angry or upset or happy. That's the human being part of it. But the key is we recognize it and then come back, do something about it. And the other thing is, which is worth mentioning, if I hadn't got rid of it and I'd still be frustrated at the market and thought, I'm really annoyed that I missed that, and I had that hanging around me with baggage going into the kind of next hour, I wouldn't have traded. And I said that to myself, listen, if you don't dissipate this and you don't kind of look at this thing back into the normal mode and get back into your rhythm and your groove, then don't trade. And I would have genuinely done that. But fortunately, it wasn't that bad. I just recognized it, dealt with it, came back, no problem at all, came back into the trading day, and like I say, ended the day green. So all good. So something to point out, guys, recognize that emotion, do something about it. Don't let it control the rest of your day. Take care, keep your risk management, whatever you're doing. Bye-bye.